For 10,000 years, the Imperium has endured through a delicate balance. Now, the rising stars of House Lykos may have the key to ultimate power.
Hello! Welcome everyone to episode 14 of Apostates of Dune, our Dune adventures in the Imperium actual play here on the Happy Jacks network. To find all the sessions of this game, visit happyjacks.org/apostates of Dune. And to find all of the shows on the Happy Jacks network, visit happyjacks.org. My name is Adam, and I am your GM for this campaign. And I am very happy to be back with these wonderful players who we will get to in a moment. First, we have a content warning. We do deal with adult themes in this game, particularly themes of emotional manipulation, social manipulation, psychic damage, gaslighting, etc. These are not nice people. Even our protagonists are not the best. So
don't do that.
Just ask them. They'll tell you they're perfect. But if those are things that bother you, you might not want to tune in with us, and that's okay. We have other games on the Happy Jacks network that you can watch that do not deal with these themes. There is also a lot of violence in this game, including murder and assassination, torture, harm to people, including children. So there are those trigger warnings if those are things that you don't like as well. We keep most of that faded to black. However, they are definitely a part of this game. Also, issues of sexism are if that is a content warning for you. So we do use safety tools here at Happy Jacks. We have lines and veils. We have an X card, both invisible and visible to our audience. We have an open table policy, and we hope that you use safety tools at your games as well, whether they're streaming or in private. That makes sure that everybody else is everybody is able to have a good time. So let's meet our players. Let's start over here.
Oh no!
I know.
Uh-oh.
Did you do it?
I sure did.
Oh no.
It might be a bit of a repeat. I don't remember. And I blame you, Internet, for not helping me. Hi, everybody. I'm Joey. I use he, him pronouns, and I am playing Cassandra Lykos, your friendly neighborhood late-night diner who sums things up for you, the Denny Gesserit.
Okay.
Oh, that one was bad.
Oh.
Yeah. Episode 14,
Ouch.
y'all.
You haven't used that one before.
Shiny
No.
and chrome. Let's
No.
go.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm here. I'm here for a time. And yeah, I am the universe's favorite princess.
Hi everyone. I'm still Kai. I use he, they, and she pronouns. And I am back playing Helenus Lykos, who uses he, him pronouns, or he, they pronouns, and went on a adventure last time.
Yeah.
With some mysteries and a door that isn't open.
Yeah.
Clever. And yeah, we're fine, and everything's normal, and we're not doing anything ill-advised.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's great.
Hi, I'm Michelle, and I am playing Pira Lykos. Both of us use she, her pronouns, and, I'm kind of going with the flow with my family now at this point. It's it's a downhill slide.
So is it a
But we're
flow or a
going.
waterfall?
Yeah. Kind of that.
Yeah, kind of that. So we'll see what happens.
Right.
And hi, everybody. I'm CADave again.
today. For now, I'm playing Iser Nasoh. Both of us use he, him pronouns. And I think Iser is cautiously optimistic about our chances as a family. Maybe for the first time. Like, getting off a Kitane, things are progressing in the right direction. If we just make this next little bit work, we will possibly end up incredibly well off.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the goal.
Yeah, no pressure, but it's all up to you guys.
Right.
Yeah.
I also like the feeling that we're all kind of working to the same purpose now.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I've taken my subterfuge and gone home.
So, previously on Apostates of Dune, as the protagonist went to retrieve Dr. Inuna Kwan, who was with Pyrrha, they returned back to the tower with the good doctor, making it look as though she's just stepped out for the day, not that she is hightailing it off planet. And as soon as they got back to the tower, Helenus got out of the car, saw something, and took off running. Knife hands.
Terminator sprints away.
Yeah, right?
I've been meaning to leash that boy.
Good luck.
Yeah, and disappeared. But Cassandra had a feeling that there was nothing they could do to stop him, even if they tried. So they continued ahead and spoke to their mother, Viscountess Chimora Lykos. She said that they should continue on and get the doctor off planet back to their home of Lydolia to continue working on the biomimetic gel for their space folding project, so that could stay on schedule. She would be returning along with the rest of the family the next day, and would be able to continue after they get back with Odysseus's body and the body of his family, including his 3 small children, the 2 sons and a daughter. So, meanwhile, as they made preparations and boarded the Highliner in a cargo, a high-end cargo vessel, the cargo vessel of a very lucrative fashion business, they boarded the Highliner and began their journey back to Lydolia. There would be a few stops with several, at a few different planets with unloading and loading at each one, so that there would be a little bit of time before they returned to Lydolia in order for them to set up their plan to sabotage the Highliner and get the information on the secret livable system that they know the guild navigator would have the coordinates for, which would give them a place to run to. When they boarded the cargo ship to get back to the Highliner, they found Helenus waiting for them. And Helenus stood in front of a closed door and said, "Don't go in there."
Nothing to see here.
Yeah, nothing
This is
to
not the door you're looking for.
Yeah. Then took them to another door, where the door opened and they found their nephew, who is
Oh, golly.
whose name we will mention later.
Artie?
Artie.
It was,
Artie.
yes, it was Artie. Yeah, Artie. And so there was a little bit of a reunion, discovering that one of the children did survive. And then they continued on and eventually made a request for the debutante scientist wanting to go meet the guild navigator, because we've got enough money that we can pay for that to happen. And it turns out that the navigator was expecting them, and which you might expect from a clairvoyant. the navigator knew that they were here for other purposes and that you all wanted something from them, but they didn't know what it was or whether or not they would want to give it or whether or not they could give it. But they believe that you are being honest and sincere with them, that you are here to help them avoid danger, which is technically correct.
The most important kind of correct.
Yes. And I was just reviewing, all three of you spent your determination on a truth roll, on truth rolls, to make sure that this navigator believed you and understood you, and you were all wildly successful, which led to some very positive possibilities, depending on what happens next. Now, I know that during the week off, none of us thought about the questions that they were going to ask the Guild Navigator. And I know the players didn't think about this, A, because I confirmed it with them beforehand, and B, because I didn't think about it either. So they have some thinking to do. And I'm going to give them a little moment to do that. And we're going to backtrack a little bit.
I've never thought a day in my life, so.
Yeah, luckily you didn't have homework from the last time. So, winds howl and sands whip across the dunes, blackening our sight as they slip through the hourglass. Then there is darkness. The voice calls out to us from the past and the future. History is a constant race between invention and catastrophe. Education helps, but it's never enough. You must also run. And then there is light. And Helenus says to himself in his mind, run, run. As you see Palladus slipping around corners through alleyways, barely keeping up with him. But you knew when you saw him, this was important. You had to go. And you don't know where he's leading you. And you don't know what you'll do when you get there, I imagine.
He's been thinking about what he would do if he had the chance one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Between every conversation he's had with Cassandra and the last time that they saw each other, in the moment it was advantageous to leave and not think that hard about it. Mm-hmm. But in the, day? Mm-hmm. Not even since then, he has been wondering how to fulfill the duty that he does mean and owe to his family. Mm. And not even the love and oaths that he swore to Atac, but this new complicated thing, almost like wanting to bury a lover, almost like wanting to fall in love again, but also like a dogged detective with a bone. And so seeing Atac, his family has it handled. They're all very capable. They don't really need him in this moment. They are secure. They're safe with Iser. Honestly, Cassandra's also equally terrifying. And so running away was the only answer, because if he gave any hesitation, Palladus would outpace him easily. I mean, Atac used to beat him. So he's now without some of the restraint that even Atac had.
Yeah.
So he just runs with the goal of reaching him and answering that what if that will not let him go.
Yeah. And I think we, as you chase him through the streets of the city, we flash to images of the two of you on Ginaz, running along the beach, chasing each other, landing in a rolling heap. That, let's just go all the way there. Those breathless kisses as the waves crash up.
Absolutely.
On you. Yeah. And then in between that, flashes of your fight with Palladus the day before in that dingy apartment, your blades clashing, your sword slicing across his thigh. And you remember that the wound you gave him was such that he would have died if you had left and he had no way to seek medical attention. But you knew he had clicked some sort of emergency communicator, and he told you they will kill you when they arrive. But you remember the wound that you gave him, he shouldn't be able to run this fast.
No. And even thinking of ATAC, not even complaining, but just bemoaning the wear of how hard they trained all the time on Kinaz, and the fact that they would go climb mountains and then the next day swim deep into the ocean and hold their breath for as long as they could. It was rigorous and tiring, and of course their bodies would give out every so often. And even at his most exhausted, awake for 4 days and having fought every hour on the hour, ATAC would have been slower. And there is a measure of respect for the craftsmanship that supersedes even the most rigorous physical training in the entire Imperium.
Yeah. It's a little disturbing.
Yeah.
If you think too much about it. Yeah. But just when you think you've lost him, you head down this alley and you instantly realize, you go down this alley and you're like, this is a bad place. You have that, you don't have that same danger sense that your sister has, but you know trouble when you see it. And this is a place where trouble can happen easily.
And I think his hand just wanders to his thigh, searching for that blade whose twin is here somewhere. And it just kind of hovers over it.
Yeah.
But he does still keep moving and looking and scanning.
And then from almost out of nowhere, Palladus steps out from the shadows. His silver eyes catch a glint of neon light from the sidewalk. And he says, "Draw your weapon."
And what?
"Then you will use it."
No.
"No. Inside."
And he does draw it.
And he draws his as well.
And Helenus pauses. He's still unsure for a moment if they're about to be fighting inside against each other. He's like, it's a very complicated duel of a dueling practice that I'm somehow unaware of. And he there's a strange tempo change, because in the dance between him and ATAC, and even the dance yesterday with him and Palladus, he knew at least the steps. He knew where to go. And this is like, I don't know this dance. What are we doing?
Yeah. Yeah, this dance is confusing.
Yeah.
And he opens this door, and it's just this tiny room, almost like a closet. But there's a door on the other side of it. A door that is very different from the dankness and the rundown nature of the buildings outside. And you see this very high-end security panel there, and ATAC presses his palm against it, and the door slides open, and you see this stairway going deep down under the ground. And he says, "No one here will be your friend. And once they realize that I did not bring you here to kill you, no one will be my friend either."
And what about you? What are you?
I don't know if I know the answer to that.
Fair enough.
But I do know that when one loves, there's debt involved. And I don't know your debts to me, but I know my debts to those I love and what I would do for them. And as long as we are not at cross purposes, as long as you are not threatening those whom I love, the one whom I love, then I feel an urge to help you. And he just starts down the stairs.
Well, please tell me who I should not aim my blade at.
Anyone who is not in a cage.
That's
Wait.
easily done.
Wait, sorry.
Yeah.
Wait. Did
Other
you
way
say-
around.
Other way around.
Okay,
Anyone
yeah.
who is in a cage.
Anyone who is in a cage.
Easily done. There is no honorable death in killing someone who is barred.
Yes.
And he follows.
And he leads you down the stairs and opens the next door. And there is a somewhat large room with a lot of equipment around it. Mostly it looks like monitoring equipment, communications equipment. This seems to be some sort of operations center. And there are multiple people around. You recognize that pretty much all of them have that slight wayfish build of a Tleilaxu. And they are in Tleilaxu typical styles. None of them in uniforms, but some in lab coats, others just in casual clothing. But they all turn and look at the two of you. And then you see 4 very large security guards approach you.
So casually, Helenus, having internalized what Pallas just said, and I think being unable to fully question it, it's still his voice, it's still his face.
Yeah.
He just salutes and starts swinging.
Hey, we're not going to role play out play by play,
Yeah.
but I want you to give me a battle roll.
Sure. Oh no, I hate doing those. Just the worst.
I know, you're really bad at these.
No. Slow blade,
Yeah.
battle, focus, long blade.
All your stuff.
Yeah.
This is what you do. Yeah.
Yeah, that is with duty. That is a it's a 24.
24? You mean,
Wait, no.
remember you want low
I'm playing a different system
Yeah.
in my head. Yep, nope.
Get back
We're
in
good.
it?
I'm
You
under
need-
14. We're good.
Under
2d20s.
14.
You need 2d20s.
I need
Yes.
I've been playing too many systems, y'all.
Yeah, all right.
2 successes.
Okay.
None of them under my battle.
Okay, all right. But that,
Thank you.
that is, oh yeah, that's just enough. So, yeah. So you cut through these guards with ease. You take your 2, Palladus takes his 2, and before any of the technicians can even realize that they're in danger, this particular fight is over, and Palladus just says, "This way," and he just starts striding right across this operations center to a door on the other end. And yeah. And that's when the alarms go off.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Why would the alarms go off?
Yeah. And technicians scatter. But yeah. But let's cut back to the present, where Iser and Pyrrha and Cassandra are are in the observation deck of the Highliner, along with Pimbe, the Guild Navigator, and their aide, Jidu, who is the Guild Agent, who is standing near the corner of the tank, as you all begin to speak. And Pimbe says, we rewind just a little bit, and Pimbe said, I had it. There we go. Okay. He says, the future is why you're here. And while some of us can see the future, we don't see everything. And it is a fool indeed who assumes that what they see in the future is what must be. That is one of the first learned and most forgotten lessons of the training for us navigators. It is by being open to all of the possibilities that I allow myself to feel the correct ones. And whatever you're here for, while I don't know what it is, or if I can give it up, or if I will want to, I do know that what is about to happen is going to be very exciting for everyone involved. And he smiles at you, that triangular mouth as his lower lip splits apart. And
Yeah.
Just
to
clarify something before
Yes.
we go on.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the aide, Gidu, and Pembe, and then how many other guild people in this?
I believe we said there were two others.
Right, okay.
And they're kind of over at consoles.
I wasn't sure if it was 2 or 3, but
Yeah, I believe it was just two.
Okay.
They're over at consoles doing technical things.
Right. They're
And-
outside of the zone of cone of silence.
Yes, you have a cone of silence on you, and so within that cone of silence, it is the three of you, Jidu and Pimpe.
Right. Cool.
So, what is it that you came to ask me?
I ask this not lightly, and mean to not alarm you, but I have been given a vision. A vision that will throw the Imperium into chaos, or the Imperium will fall into chaos. And the only hope for any progress to maintain itself is here, now, in this moment. What can you tell me of the river Styx?
I have not thought about that in quite some time. I don't know that at this point I am willing to tell you anything about the river Styx. It, I must admit, is quite surprising that you even know that. I have seen the chaos you speak of. I do believe also that there is a great dark time coming for a long time.
That is what I have seen. And the salvation and preservation of our way of life lies beyond this river Styx, or on the path to. And so, essentially, I put the future of our civilization in your hands. If you can give us this information, we will happily take you along with us. For I'm afraid that there are outside forces trying to stop us as we speak.
It would be reasonable that this is the danger that I have known is going to come today. Why are you capable of doing this? And how Are you expecting to get to the River Styx? Do you expect me to fold space to take you there?
We would like you to come with us, but your abilities are not needed. You would come as a guest.
You can tell. Well, actually, I'm going to say he begins to laugh wildly. It's a strange sound. It's muffled in a way by the glass and the digitizing of his voice through the speaker and the cloud of spice in between you all. But he laughs this kind of coughing, raucous laughter. Like it sounds like somebody who starts coughing when they're trying to laugh, but he's not coughing. And he says, "That is the most surprised I have ever been. Thank you for that. It is strangely and blissfully comforting to be shocked. I've never experienced it before." And you see them float over towards Jidu, where she's standing in the corner. And he kind of puts a hand against the glass and puts his forehead against the glass, and she does the same. And they just seem to share a moment. And then he turns back to you. What is it specifically that you need to know?
Coordinates. Location. Destination.
The system at the end of the River Styx. Sorry, we are all getting emergency alerts.
If it's an Amber Alert, I'm not getting it.
Yeah.
Those kids are on their own.
Yep, that's fine.
So, all right, okay, brief pause. Everybody okay?
Yep.
Okay.
The chances of me spotting a Honda Accord license plate number during the show are very small.
Very, very small. Yes. Yeah.
Thanks for notification, City California.
Yeah. I didn't get it, weirdly enough. So, let's pull back into our game. So he says the system at the end of the River Styx is one of the guild's best kept secrets. I would dare say it was not the Bene Gesserit who told you about this, was it?
As I said, it was a vision. Gift or curse, it was given to me.
He knows that you're sincere, or he believes that you're sincere. And we know that you're actually sincere in that answer, but I wonder if this has to do with the fact that this Highliner will soon be destroyed.
Hence the urgency of our request.
So you know of this likely future as well.
We are here to offer you sanctuary from the destruction of your ship.
Do you know who is responsible for it?
We have a great enemy in House Lykos.
I love that you answered the question with a non-answer.
True.
Yeah, it's true. Exactly. It is true. It is a true statement that implies an answer to the question, which is really masterful. So I do. No, so because of all of the success that you all got at the end of last session, I'm going to say like that is bought. That is believed. And he believes he has the answer to his question.
They were also responsible for the destruction of our house's flagship yacht on Kaitane.
I was aware of that incident. It was a great tragedy, as I understand it, specifically for your house. I am currently the most clouded I have ever been. The myriad futures that could occur and the people who are involved has made it almost impossible to tell what will happen in the long term for me. One path leads to despair and stagnation. Another path leads to happiness. And actually I want all of you to give me an understand roll.
And you said.
Is deductive reasoning something that applies here?
Yes.
I also have deductive reasoning. And
Do you have a particular drive you want us to?
Probably truth, I think.
Okay.
That's what's really an issue here. Well, power could work.
I'm gonna take power then.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll take power as well.
Yeah, power makes sense. Because the answer could give you power over others.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
First, we're gonna lower my chair. And I'm gonna lower my head.
Yeah.
I'm taking a nap.
You're doing so well.
I was doing real well. Oh wait, can I do a thing?
Determination. Or
Yeah.
your abilities.
Let's see.
What did you guys get? 4 successes for Pyrrha.
Oh!
I got 2 successes,
Okay.
but a 20 on the other.
Oh, excellent. Oh, fun. Okay, I'm going to buy that 20.
No,
that
not
complication.
excellent. No.
Oh, it's very excellent.
Yeah, can I spend a thing to reroll? I feel that's one of those things, right?
Determination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll spend my determination to reroll.
Yes.
You reroll one.
What?
Yeah.
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 I'll happily reroll
The one.
the one.
No,
Or the 20, I
the
should
20.
say.
Yeah.
The one that you need to reroll.
There we go. That's one success.
Okay. All right. So that's not enough to succeed, but it at least it's just a normal. Didn't catch this.
Saves you from grief.
Yeah, saves you from grief. Pyrrha and Iser, both of you notice that when he says one leads to happiness, he does this very subtle shift, glancing towards Jitu. And you very quickly deduce, because you're both excellent at deductive reasoning, that there is a relationship between the two of them. And obviously, they can't quite do anything about that in this particular setup. So, but that is information that you can use. You guys gained 2 momentum because Pyrrha got 4 successes and the threshold was 2. So, but yeah, you can use that how you will. Cassandra has not caught on to that at this point, but you guys can nudge to tell her in some way if you get a chance. But Yeah. I would like to go with you. I believe that this is my best chance. And I must insist that Jidu accompany us. Will you guarantee her safety?
To the best of my ability. And
yeah.
I don't mean that to sound like an asshole in
right.
response. I mean that like we are in a dangerous situation.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think they understand that nuance, for sure. And I want to cut back to Helenus and Pallidus. But before we do, Pembe, they nod at Jidu. And she I'm just thinking how does this work? She lowers a console that sort of goes down into the tank in front of where he's floating, and he begins to enter information or things on it with his wide splayed webbed fingers. And a moment later, her Communinet device buzzes, and she comes over and hands to Cassandra the Communinet device, and you see a set of coordinates on it. I am placing great trust in you. The danger is about to begin. And we cut back to
Sweating.
earlier that morning as Helenus and Pallidus cut their way through dozens upon dozens of Tleilaxu mercenaries, almost pretty much all dressed identically to the ones that attacked you in the club that had previously been at Pallidus's command. They are dispatched easily between the two of you. The fluidity between the two of you is touchy. It doesn't quite feel the same.
Mm-mm. It's like a machine that has a new part that doesn't quite fit. It's like watching a clock try and have the gears match, and they don't quite match, but every so often they do, and
yeah,
when they do, Helenus just kind of like comes alive for a moment.
Yeah. And I think at a couple of moments when that happens, you look over at Pallidus with that look of like, yeah, you too, and it's not there. There's no return look of like, yeah, I felt that too. Mm-hmm. It's still empty. But he is nevertheless with you, and you seem to be having the same purpose. Then he slams open a door in a corridor, and after you dispatch the guards in that corridor, and yanks you inside and shuts it, and takes a moment and takes a deep breath And he says, I don't know if it's too late for us to have succeeded or not. I don't know what you'll find here. But I believe what is here is important to you. And you see there's this row of like essentially caged rooms.
Mm-hmm.
It looks very clinical in a lot of ways, but like the doors are solid metal, all of the glass, and there are big windows in there for you to see inside, but they're very dark, and the glass has crisscrossing of fibers in between, reinforcing it, making it. You've seen this kind of glass before. It's impossible to break without rifle or without something very strong, or even a laser gun.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like 6 different rooms here.
Well, I will see what you have to show me.
Whatever you need to see is in the rooms. I will stay here and make sure that you're not disturbed.
Very well.
Be quick. They will send reinforcements soon.
And he turns quickly and goes.
High or low?
Low.
Sorry.
No, good.
So that means the bad news first.
Sure.
So you pop open one of the doors, and the first one is empty, the second one empty, the third one, you open it, and you see just a simple metal chair in the middle of the room. It has shackles on it. It has at both the wrists and the feet. You can see blood splattered around it. You can see, stains from older blood on the floor and on the chair itself. And there is a very simple metal cot in the corner, and there is a figure lying on it.
He's seen blood. He's seen his fair share of blood. He hasn't spent a lot of time in places where there would be layers of blood.
Mm-hmm.
And that gives him pause because he's suddenly walked into a horror film.
Mm-hmm.
But there being a person kind of gives him hope, because whatever Pallidus thinks is important very well could be this person. So he moves in quickly, cautiously, because he doesn't know what important means to a Gola. But he goes, and he, still blade in hand.
You can hear a ragged breath, very, very shallow, but there's no movement at your sound.
The ragged breath, he puts the blade at his side, sheathes it quickly, and goes, do you need help? Who are you?
And you reach the figure, and do you reach out to them?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you put your hand on their shoulder, and they have, they're kind of curled up fetally with their face against the wall, and you grab their shoulder and roll them gently over to you. And your sister Delphina is barely recognizable. She has been beaten. She has been tortured. She has vicious scars all over her face. she has broken teeth. Her left side of her face is swollen to the point that her eye is just completely covered up, and unopenable, and her lips are dry and cracked. But with her other eye, she looks at you, and the first thing she says is, "Please don't hurt me anymore."
What color is her eye?
It's the normal color.
Okay.
It's
Just
brown.
checking in
Yes.
this place.
Yes.
Just, I have to be clear.
No,
Yeah,
valid.
yeah, you have to.
Valid.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a legitimate question. It is brown, like it's supposed to be. Yeah, it
Delphina,
is.
it's me.
Helenus?
It's me. And for all of the absence of care between these two siblings, their entire life, it may as well be Cassandra. And he begins to try and find if there is any blanket, any covering whatsoever to wrap her and gather her close.
Yeah, there's this very thin blanket.
Yeah.
And you're able to wrap it around her. She's wearing this, like, it's almost like a hospital gown kind of shift, and but you wrap the blanket around her. She looks at you. She looks up at you, but she stays laying there even as you, like, move her around and wrap the blanket around her. And did you come to get me?
Yes. And he is, as he's wrapping her, he's also putting his arms underneath her because in a moment that maybe is misplaced, Palladus brought him here. And for whatever reason Palladus has in doing this, he trusts that he can give up his hand to rescue his sister. And he's going to scoop her up. And not talk to her, not question her, nothing. Just pull her close. And he is tall and he is strong. And he's never felt more in his life like this is the thing that his family always wanted him to be. And it both feels wonderful, and he feels sick to his stomach that anyone ever in their family thought that this would be possible. Because, yes, he and Delphina have kind of a frigid relationship, just like he had with Odysseus. But he sees Pyrrha's face. He sees Cassandra's face here. He sees his mother's face, even though they have a complicated relationship, even though he wants to kill her still. He loves her. And so he does the only thing that he can even think to do, which is scoop her up and hold her close like a vice grip, practically, to tell her he's not letting go.
And she's very difficult to maneuver. She can sort of stay on her feet and shuffle a little bit, but you can tell, like, she can't move fast. You just pick her up.
Yeah, just picking her up.
Yeah, and it seems like she weighs nothing. I mean, she's not a big person anyway, but she feels even lighter than you expected her to. As you pick her up in your arms and you push back out through the door into the hallway of the observation rooms, or the cells, you see the room across from you. And inside there is this little boy just standing in the middle and looking at the window, staring at you. And you were certain he was dead, but it's your little nephew, Artie.
Already, he's so heightened. Just being around Palladus makes him feel like he is spinning out of control. And then he's got the adrenaline up from the fighting, and even though he's very good at calming that down and centering himself, he is now completely off foot. So that, just like the first time he saw Palladus, he has a moment where he's like, I'm hallucinating. I haven't even thought about the grief of losing any of my family, really, and he's still there. and he pushes forward and just very quickly, like, door open.
Mm-hmm.
You're alive.
Uncle Helenus?
Come with me right now. It's okay, it's me.
Actually, he calls you Uncle Lele.
Yeah, of course he does.
like,
Yeah.
Lele. So, Uncle Lele, are we going home?
Right now.
And he runs over, grabs your hand.
Don't let go.
Yeah. And you rush back to where Pallidus is waiting at the front door, and he says, "You're going to have difficulty fighting. Give me the boy."
Artie, this is Pallidus. Pallidus, and he looks at Pallidus, not at Artie. Pallidus is going to take care of you.
I want to actually do a communicate roll there.
Let's do it.
Just kind
My
of.
communicate's terrible, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah. That's when it's fun. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Dave pointed to the momentum, and I will say yes, please, and thank you.
Yeah.
And I will use duty.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna spend a threat to bring it up to difficulty 3.
Okay. It's fine. It's fine. We're all doing great.
You got it.
Yeah,
You can do this.
Okay. Duty and communicate.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm going to spend my determination. I got a feeling that 1 is not enough. But 2 might be.
I'd spent the threat to bring it up to 3.
Oh, no.
But
Okay.
okay. So that's okay. It does. He's obviously not going to just kill the kid instead. Yeah. Yeah.
What kind of convoluted
I know.
trap is that?
Right? Yeah. Right. Redcon, the kid was dead. Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. So that was more about how that might affect.
Yeah.
Pallidus.
Yep. That's why I spent the determination.
Yeah.
I understood the assignment.
Yeah. Yes. So, but he doesn't seem to. He doesn't give any kind of sign of acknowledgement or acquiescence or enthusiasm in response, but it just very, very matter-of-factly just reaches down and scoops up Artie in one arm and then blades in hand, he leads you back down the way you came.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. And we come back to the observation deck in the present. Time has no meaning anyway. So, is this what you want?
I believe so. You may have just saved all of civilization.
I don't know if it's that dramatic, but I may have saved the best parts of civilization if you're correct. At the very least, one thing seems clear now. I have saved Jidu. Whether I've saved myself is still unclear. I do hope you understand that I'm taking a great risk in giving you what you want before you have fulfilled your end of the promise.
Our lives are filled with great risk.
I am finding a strange giddiness in being surprised, and I think I will continue to allow myself to be so for the moment.
Cassandra thinks to herself, that's a shame. A precog would be great right now.
Yeah, now that you've got him on your side.
Yeah.
A few minutes ago, precog might have been really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Iser. It doesn't have to be now, but at any point from here on out, whenever you say that's when the bomb goes off, that's when the bomb goes off.
Yeah.
Right? So, and you, one of the technicians comes up to the edge of the cone of silence, respects it, just stands there at the edge and waits until Jidu acknowledges him, and then he gives a signal that it's not an actual thumbs up, but it's essentially a thumbs up kind of signal. It's not Bene Gesserit hand signals, but you can tell it's a similar development, but it's just a silent signal, like we're ready to go. And she turns to Pembe and says, "Everything is loaded. We're prepared to go to Lydolia now." And Pembe says, "If you would like to wait here, we will be at your home in a moment."
I'm fascinated to see it happen.
Yeah. Let me ask you, what do you think is one of the things that you experience? It could be like a physical sensation. It could be a smell. It could be a visual cue. But what is something you notice that is shifting slightly, telling you that something has happened? And it could be very mundane.
I don't think there's any big external thing that happens.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I keep watching Pembe's eyes through the fog of the tank.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And when he begins the process of doing the calculations and seeing the right path, I feel like I almost fall forward. Like I don't actually, but like I get that sensation, almost like when you're falling asleep, you wake up suddenly.
Yes.
You're sure that you were just falling off a building or something.
Yeah.
Like it's that sort of sensation.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
But like it's almost like I'm falling into his eyes.
Yeah.
And then I like
you catch
myself. It's almost stumble for a second. But then
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, and his eyes, they don't quite glow, but you see him like take a deep breath, and he even like takes this apparatus and puts it over his nose and mouth, and they breathe in this very deep hit of melange right before he does it, and then they just kind of float there with their hands outstretched in front of them, sort of palms facing them, fingers splayed, as they sink back into a sort of almost a 0G type posture, like it almost looks like they pivot in a chair that reclines, but they're not in a chair, they're just floating there in the anti-gravity or in the low gravity. And then you see those eyes, and there's nothing specific about them, right? There's no like sparkling, there's no swirling that happens, they don't dilate, but something about that insight into what must be going on within his brain is disorienting. And then you catch yourself. Kira, what do you what is most interesting and fascinating to you about this whole process, and what are you looking for, or what do you feel?
I'm looking for how do they execute his navigation?
Mm-hmm.
You know, how do they actually translate what he's doing into space folds? We go here.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm looking more at the mechanical and the communicative stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's very so it's, you know, in the experimental project, the sphere that you piloted and folded space through, those so many days ago, which is really like 3 or 4 days
I
ago.
know.
It's been a long week.
Yeah. You know, you were kind of in this reclining chair. You were sunk into the gel all around you, and you were doing these calculations, and you had this sort of display in front of you that was working. With Pimbe, you know, he sort of sinks back into that zero G posture, and then he just reaches forward, and there's that panel that he had typed on earlier, and he just punches a few pieces of information into it. It doesn't seem to take very long at all.
Mm.
And then G-Dude nods, and they've taken up the cone of silence at this point. G-Dude nods, and she goes over to the console where the technicians were, and begins putting in some information. But you realize that the information is just for record keeping.
Mm.
As you realize it is the navigator himself who performs the physics
Okay.
of it, and he sends them the information, and then he places his hands on these sort of orbs that extend up from pillars out of the ground. You don't even see them coming up until they're near him because of the fog of the melange. And he places his hands on them, and you see him begin to subtly manipulate these orbs, and they have different pieces and dials, almost like a puzzle box that he turns and twists.
Okay.
And then when it's time, he just kind of presses them down, and you feel yourself shift. Cassandra,
Mm-hmm.
what do you feel? Or what do you notice or look for?
I think what she feels is the almost split-second plunge in temperature
Mm-hmm.
to like almost absolute zero
Mm-hmm.
in the room. Like as it happens, it peaks down there, so it just catches your breath, and then you come back up.
Yeah.
What she's looking for in the meantime, she's trying to get a read on the technicians.
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to be a loose end that she's going to have to deal with when they leave?
Mm.
And is that going to be something that's going to upset her new friends?
Yeah. You know what? Do an understand roll, actually, using your hyper awareness.
Let me look at my hyper awareness again real quick.
I think actually that just kind of makes you able to perceive.
No, it actually has
things.
a
Does it
thing.
have a mechanic?
Yeah, whenever you
Oh, yeah.
whenever you spend momentum to obtain information about a current situation, your current location, or a person you can currently see or observe, you may ask 2 questions for the first point of momentum spent. Further, the limits of what others may be able to notice is not.
Oh yeah.
I have no limits to what I can notice.
Okay. Yeah, that's the narrative aspect
Okay.
of it. Okay. So yeah, make an understand roll, and then so if you get a success, you can spend a momentum point from your pool or momentum that you earned from the roll to ask
You
questions.
can also spend one now.
That's what I was
Yes.
thinking.
Yes, you can. Yeah. Okay. So it's just difficulty 2.
And we're gonna go power again.
Okay.
We're gonna do better this time.
Yeah.
Remember?
You better.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
Kinda
I gotta do
listened.
math. 1 success.
Okay.
It is 1 success.
Okay. So that is not enough.
Okay.
Let's see. Could you spend momentum for other? I think you have to. It's determination is the only thing you do
Yeah.
roll, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. We've already done that.
Yep.
Yeah. So okay. So it is unclear whether or not that will be an issue. You can probably guess that they are not they may be high classification, but they're just functionaries, and you could tell. I would say you could tell from some of their discussions that they're mostly just like administrative, the things that they're doing. So if that helps you,
Not really.
but yeah. So so maybe not then.
All right. Cool.
So helpful.
Yeah.
Are there any
Yeah.
Are there any displays in the room with us that show like an exterior view of the highlight? Anything like that?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes, there is. So first of all, there is a very large display. You can tell that there is a very large visual display in the tank as well. But there is a large display in front of the technicians.
Okay.
And also there, you can see from the windows of the observation lounge, you can see the star field outside through the front opening of the Highliner.
sure.
And you all feel that subtle shift, and then where it was stars in this very brown planet, all of a sudden the beautiful blue of the planet Lydolia is there in front of you.
That was my concern.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Because this was like the last moment of a great betrayal could happen.
Oh, yeah.
We could end up at like a guild yard.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
Like
right.
if the navigator was like, "Oh, these people are trouble, and maybe they have something that can totally destroy our guild."
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna take them to headquarters.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
You know, we come out and there's 17 Highliners all staring at us. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. It
So
could be.
no, as
Yeah.
long as we see our planet, I'm feeling better.
Yes. Yeah. You see Lydolia. And Helenus.
Mm.
Knowing that I'm gonna railroad a little bit. Well, actually, no. I'm gonna let you decide that. Did you come straight back here to the cargo ship that you knew where you were supposed to be leaving? Or did you do something with... Is Pallidus with you?
Yes.
Is Delphina with you?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It was one of those things where Pallidus had nothing to gain if he was going to stay with us and get on the cargo ship, basically. Because basically the only way that Helenus can see that he would benefit from doing this would be if he was going to then turn around and turn us into somebody somewhere. Because this is, for Helenus, this is an honorable action of showing him Delphina, saving Artie. And so it has bought him a lot of trust. Despite, almost killing us. Whatever.
Yeah.
That was yesterday. And so, including that, like, he's gonna hold on to his sister until she is somewhere safe.
Okay.
And so he cannot also then run with and or carry Artie. And he'd be damned if anything happened to either of them.
Yeah. Okay. So, so this ship doesn't really have medical facilities of any kind, but it does have these staterooms, so you're able to make Delphina comfortable. But she is going to need medical attention as soon as you can get her to it. Artie has been safely playing in the next room. He's asleep now, and you know that Cassandra and Pyrrha and Iser have gone over to meet the guild navigator.
Yeah. And I think in an attempt to not derail literally everything, I think, I know partly because it didn't come up last time, but also because I think it's appropriate that he didn't tell them about Delphina. She is safe, and that's a problem for us to deal with when we get home.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. So I think you're sitting with Pallidus when you as the ship is loading, as the Highliner is loading from the previous planet, and he has been sitting with you for most of the trip, almost completely silent. If you ask him direct questions, he'll answer, but otherwise he's just been kind of sitting there, almost motionless, like meditating.
I think Helenus is afraid to ask too many questions.
Yeah.
Because in this moment of not knowing, he can wait to hear good news or bad news. Including that he's so overwhelmed because Artie was dead. He had no idea that Delphina was even in danger. And so he is trying to make good on what he said, that he's going to take care of the family. He's going to make sure that we get done what needs to get done. And he's getting what he wanted. And so he's like really hesitant to either explain to Pallidus what's going on or explain to the family about what's going on with Pallidus.
Yeah.
Because he's like, if we can just ride this out, I can take him far away from the Bene Twi'lek, and then there's no problem. So he is just happy to live in the middle of omission.
So I'm going to say, just because it dramatically makes sense. It's not the most exciting scene in the world, but I think we go back to the room on the cargo ship where you and Pallidus are sitting, and he's just sitting there meditating. Would you be sitting, pacing? What do you do when you don't have anything to do?
He used to pace. And one of the things that his different teachers on Kinaz kind of got out of him was that anxious, fiery energy. He manages to focus it, and so he sits, he concentrates on what good has come from today, and readying himself for what comes next. Because he does know that we are going to do something that is very ill-advised with a Highliner, and he's not looking forward to explaining to Cassandra that, yes, the Gola is here. No, I did not kill him, and yes, he is coming with us. Don't worry about that. I have good news too. And so he just kind of finds his calm, and there's something very kind of centering about Pallidus also doing the same thing of just kind of being inert.
Mm-hmm.
And even though it is not the same, it is soothing.
Yeah.
Because there he is, breathing,
Yeah.
being there. And he is trying to remember that Pallidus is different, and he's doing a pretty good job of it. But it doesn't change the way it literally makes him feel.
Mm-hmm. And we see you just sitting there as the Highliner slides through space, and I would think you barely even notice.
Yeah.
No.
At some point, there was a spider harvester involved, but
Something's supposed to happen.
yeah.
Yeah. So
It climbed off the ship, and you probably saw it go past a window.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it's just one of those like,
Yeah.
huh,
Yeah.
we're sure doing a thing.
yeah.
Iser's got this. We're fine.
Yeah. Like, I have done a lot unplanned work.
And for once, he's not focused on what's going on out here. He's focused on what's going on with the family. And
Yeah.
it is very grounding.
Yeah.
Because he's always been the one to be the first to leave
Yeah.
when the family has business, when something dramatic is going on. And this
Yeah.
time, he's like, no, I have good news.
Yeah.
I have good news, and I was the hero. That's a later thing. But
Right.
the first thing is having really good news, which
Yeah.
they never get anymore.
That's
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. It's been a long few days with no good news.
It's been a long few years with no good news.
That's
because
true.
Helenus did not
Yeah.
think that the family going up in the ranks of the
Yeah.
Landstrad was good news.
No, it's really not.
No.
It's really not.
So it's been a long time.
Yeah.
It's like, isn't being rich enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't being the prettiest
Right.
house in all
Yeah.
of the Imperium enough?
Yeah,
No?
we're rich enough. We're the prettiest. What was wrong with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
The advantage of being rich and not famous.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well dressed, wealthy.
So as Lydolia appears in front of the Highliner, you see the technicians begin to start communicating with the various ships, and they begin unloading those that are leaving the Highliner. This was their destination, and the Highliner begins to start clearing out. But you also see a large number of ships, including some with a significant amount of goods and materials ready for export, that are all like lined up, stationed, ready for the departures to clear out so that they can come into the Highliner. You know? But I think it's easy to get used to the size of the Highliner that you're in when nothing was moving inside. But now that there's this swarm of tiny little ships that, and that these are, some of them are giant cargo vessels, but they look so tiny from this observation deck as they start streaming out of the front of the Highliner. And it reminds all of you how incredibly massive this thing is. So the Highliner's unloading. What are you going to do?
Does he look like he's recovered from?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I
didn't know if he had to knock out, have a little nap time.
Oh.
So, something after expending the energy to do all that. But,
Yeah.
I would definitely be like, we should make haste.
Jidu kind of says very quietly to you. She's not going to do the cone of silence, but she does speak very conspiratorially. She says, Pimbe is not allowed to leave, the technicians will be suspicious if we leave without reason.
How quickly can he emerge from the tank or into his travel
Yeah.
pod?
She says it only takes a minute or so.
Can he start that minute before they would notice?
Yes.
Can you give them something important to type?
But they Iser is such an asshole and I love it.
I love him.
Oh,
That was tasty.
I mean,
yeah. So- yeah.
I can take care of them.
She does. It takes her a second, but you see that flip in her eyes as she realizes what you really mean. And she says, "It may become necessary. Once the travel pod is detached from the tank, they will notice. And I don't know how they'll react. But right now, they are somewhat busy monitoring the offloading and preparing for the load in.
Let's take a look around. Cameras?
No, there are no
I
cameras.
imagine not, because it's
Yeah.
very highly...
It's very, very highly secure. Yeah, no cameras.
Shall we?
So I think we split off. You take one, I'll take the other.
Okay. All right.
I assist you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you just come follow me over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Let's. Yeah. As you realize what's about to happen, you grab her and go with her back around to the back of the tank, which is very interesting for you because as you get around to the back of the tank, you see this almost like sarcophagus-looking structure, and right now it is the back of it is attached to the tank, and you see this sort of like hazmat type of seal situation that connects it, and you see Pembe floating towards the sarcophagus, and he sort of floats into it, and then begins the process. The back of it starts to close and begins to kind of latch up from the bottom, and you can tell like, oh, this is going to make some noise when it when it's done. But you are one of the first people ever outside of the guild to have just seen a navigator transition into their sarcophagus. So, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do some murders.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Is that our 1912 overture? Those are your options.
yeah, right. Yeah.
And I prefer to be on our way before that starts.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, give me a battle roll, or whatever
can I
you do
make
for
a-
murder.
Yeah, well, can I make a discipline espionage roll?
Yes. Yeah.
Step up and...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Go to sleep.
Yeah. Just yeah.
Yeah.
And what are you going to?
Yeah, I think battle.
Yeah.
I'm just
Okay.
going to try to get up behind them and just
Yeah.
stabby.
Assassin's
Or
Creed.
slicey dicey.
Yeah,
Yeah, very
Assassin's
that.
Creed.
Doing
Yeah.
things that I can't do.
Yeah.
And
Subtlety.
I'm going
Well,
to
there's that.
I'm gonna spend momentum on this.
Okay. All right.
Do it.
I'm gonna spend some threat to make it a difficulty 3.
You're a monster.
I will also spend.
Yeah.
Actually, no. It should be difficulty 1 to start with on this because they're distracted. They're not expecting this. So it's difficulty 1. I'm going to spend threat to bring it up to difficulty 2.
Okay.
Do it, Dave.
I'll still spend.
Yes,
Then-
please.
Okay.
Yep.
I need you to succeed.
Yeah.
I need you to not roll like that.
It's fine though, because I have Prodigy training with me re-roll a die.
God.
Okay.
You need to stop rolling so damn high.
I want to step up behind my target and lean in and say,
Yeah.
"The navigator no longer requires your services." And then,
Love that.
oh,
You've just been dismissed.
yes.
That has to be 2 successes.
Okay.
Barely, but
Yeah.
2 successes.
Yeah. So 4.
Thank God for that
Wow.
little bit you
Oh
training.
my
Wow.
god.
Alright, get some.
Your diets are really scary.
They are
today.
really not loving me.
Yeah.
They were here all alone for a whole week.
Yeah. Luckily, you got some momentum refund there. So
It's
thank
because
you.
you left
Oh,
them
how many
here.
did we
They're
get?
You got
getting
2
their
back.
revenge.
Yeah. So Cassandra, you just come up behind him and
Yeah, just stab the neck. Just
quick stab in the
straight in.
neck.
Yeah.
Okay. And, you do the throat slit or
No, I go for the
the
The kidney.
right lung,
yeah.
The liver.
oh the lung.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
so
Yeah.
he can't scream.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So.
like you do.
Yeah, normal.
Yeah, like
That's what I
you
think
do.
about.
Take the advice of the late great Christopher Lee.
Mhm.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
God, what an icon.
Right. So, yeah, you. I was really hoping for some complications on that. Oh no, I have a complication that I bought from you earlier.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. I think now is when that becomes complicated. As while this isn't a complete disaster, you do realize that this person was the one giving the signals to each ship that they're allowed to go.
Mhm.
So you see this like there's this stream of ships starting from the front, as the door opens, they're all streaming out. The ferry gate opens, but the cars, the cars in the middle,
Yeah.
the ship's about halfway back. They stop going forward. So the ones in front of them keep going, but there's this line where the ships have stopped receiving the signal that they're supposed to go ahead and disembark. So
That'll be explained soon enough.
yeah, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. I do think that I hold the side of his neck so that
Yeah.
I can feel when he's dead
Oh yeah, okay, yeah,
before I'm done.
yeah,
Man of business.
right, yeah, big thing, yeah,
No, that was entirely recreational.
Oh, that hurt.
yeah,
Not
yeah.
thorough, just having fun.
Yeah, that was our little reminder that Iser is a little bit of a psychopath.
Yeah, listen,
Yeah,
it's a
just
treat
touch.
for Iser.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's been a long time.
That's true.
Right, yeah.
The last person you killed was that
face
face dancer.
dancer,
That was a
yeah.
while ago. That was
Yeah.
all up like this morning.
Right?
Wow, it was. It was. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Things are happening.
Ooh, does he have any kind of guild jewelry?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
a signet ring?
Pendant,
Um,
earring.
lapel.
Code
They-
cylinder?
They do have, they do have like a little,
Yes.
Yes.
pin badge brooch thing.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
What
yeah.
does it look like?
Yeah. I want Dave to describe it.
Oh.
Or what is, or Kai can describe it if you
No,
want.
I just want to know.
Hmm.
They have a symbol, don't they?
I think so.
Yeah, they do.
Name. I wonder what if it shows a symbol for them in the book.
Or is it like the chome symbol?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, these might be Chome agents. Actually, they might be Chome. Well, no, I think it would still be the guild.
Sure.
This close to the
Yeah,
navigator.
Yeah,
guild
it's-
agents. Yeah.
Bankers in space.
let's look at the guild agent. Let's see. Oh, it has no images on the guild agent page.
I mostly just want to know so that later when Iser's wearing it, I can recognize it.
Yeah.
Well, if it's super recognizable,
That's true.
Iser wouldn't
Yeah, you would.
publicly wear
Wear
it.
it upside down.
Yeah.
Right, you wouldn't publicly wear it, but yeah, because they are recognizable.
Okay.
It's part of
yeah.
your trophy collection.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
Just-
the less wearable part.
Like
Right.
the serial killer.
Yeah, exactly.
like a serial.
Yeah, like a serial killer.
Huh?
But he's our serial
That's
killer.
right.
True.
Yeah.
That's true.
There's nothing serial about it.
So, Pimbe and Dr. Not Dr. Kwan, Pimbe, Jidu, and Pira, you're at the back of the tank, and just a little ways away from the little ferry pod that brought all of you over here. It's like a little egg-shaped dark metal egg that you can step into, and Jidu like runs over to it, opens it up, and gets Pimbe inside.
I do like a
Yeah.
little, little whistle,
Yeah.
to let everyone know. Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay.
Stop murdering. We leave now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wiped their blood on their clothes.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Put it back. I'm gonna dirty my good things.
Right. Yeah. Your stuff is expensive. So, actually, no, you do realize like this is a good quality wool that is actually imported from one of your subsidiaries.
That makes sense.
Shame.
Good taste.
Nothing but the best for the richest, most powerful
You could die in
organization
worse.
in the universe. And the shuttle pod is going. Jidu is gonna pilot it over back to your ship unless you tell her to do something else.
Oh, that's great.
That's what we want.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, trying to just get a sense of what happens next. So, I keep waiting for you to make this bomb go off, Dave.
I know.
When,
As soon as we've unlatched,
okay. All right.
like when we are not, since the traffic pattern stopped, we can just go over it
Yeah.
and start going, and then it's going to happen.
Okay. All right.
I'm not doing something silly like transmitting a warning to our cargo vessels or anything.
Got it. Okay. Yeah.
Because that would be super obvious if we don't have any losses
Yeah. Right.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So,
All right. So you get back to your ship, and Helenus, you can hear when the pod docks with you can hear that a ship has docked with your ship. The airlock cycles, and
He's right there.
yeah.
He basically told Palladus, stay here, and he closed the door and
Okay.
is going to meet them at the airlock.
Okay. And the captain comes down and says to Iser, "Sir, it's very strange. The disembarkation is completely stopped. There seems to be some sort of error keeping everyone from leaving."
ignore it, and let's make our way to our moon.
To Oros.
That's the name of it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Of course.
Yes.
Of course, that moon.
Yes.
What other moon is there?
Directly to Oros then.
Please.
Yes, sir. We will probably get several fines and warnings from the guild for.
That's fine.
Yes, sir. And
I mean, he probably would see
oh,
the other
Yeah.
people in the pod.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he says, we'd get several citations and fines, and you say it's fine, and he looks and realizes, oh, and
Does the sarcophagus move upright?
yeah,
or lay
yeah,
down?
mhm,
Okay.
yeah. If anyone's seen the trailer for the third
Yeah.
installment of Dune, I was like, okay, that's cool. For like the travel pod, travel sarcophagus. So so it just kind of floats like a glow light, and there is this sort of mask. It's mostly opaque, this face mask, but you can kind of just make out a little bit of a shape underneath, so Jidu says, "What about the pod?"
We can detach it.
Yeah. And you are ready to go, I believe. So
Let's do it.
yeah.
What a motley crew we have now.
Yeah. So where are you each gonna go? Where are you going? What are you doing?
I would probably gesture our new guests to head to the bridge.
Oh, to the bridge with you. Oh, okay.
Well, I'm not
Yep.
going to the bridge.
Yeah.
They can go that way.
Okay.
That seems like a safe place for them
Okay.
for now.
All right.
They have an interest in space travel.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's not like they're here for the continental breakfast. Like,
Yeah.
so
All right. So Jidu and Pimbe accept your invitation to go to the bridge. They follow along with the captain as he disappears back up towards the bridge. And what are you going to do after that?
I'm going to go get our. Did we leave Simon back on?
No, he's
with
here.
us.
Yeah, you've got him
I'm
in
gonna
holding.
get him and put him in the pod before we detach it.
Oh, great. Oh,
That's
okay.
hilarious.
Yes.
Great. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we'll come back to that. Pyrrha, where are you going? What are you doing?
I want to go check on Artie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Because Helenus.
He is going to look at Cassandra, see that everything is fine in theory.
Things are moving.
Great. He will go with her if she wants, but also show her something if she is not got a destination.
She does briefly need to go to where she's her chamber or her room
Mm-hmm.
and grab one of her books in the same way she's kind of doing all game of leaving Bene Gesserit dots on these books.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the dots she puts on there, hands the book to Helenus. Should anything happen to me, it is important that Aunt Shia receives this book.
Of course. And he takes it, but he's like, you can see in his eyes, he's going, nothing is going to happen to you. But he doesn't say it. He just takes the book.
And on with the dots, I've put the coordinates.
The coordinates. Okay.
Yeah.
In case something happens to me,
Yeah.
someone can get
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I assume you gave them to Pyrrha as well.
I have not.
Oh, interesting.
The reason why, if something were to happen, I need that information separate.
Okay.
Pyrrha knows how to make the ship go.
Uh,
If something were to happen and Pyrrha were captured, I don't need them to know how to make the ship go and where we're going.
okay.
Plus,
All right.
Teo also knows how to make the ship go.
Right. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
But I
Okay.
thought about that, and I wanted to, but I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
Yeah.
separate
No.
information.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, and then where are you going to go?
Wherever Helenus is going to lead me, I guess.
He's going to take you to the stateroom that has been kind of unnoticed. That is where
Yeah.
Delphina is.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Great. So that's what you guys are going to
Yeah.
do. So I'm going to go to Pyrrha and already Pyrrha hasn't going to do much less. last few scenes. Yeah. So you go into Artie's room and he's you can see like he was doing that thing that kids do where they're sleeping and then they wake up but they don't start moving, they just kind of stay there and eyes open for a while, and you can tell like he just kind of woke up and he says, Pyrrha, are we going home?
Well, we're going to go on a trip, sweetie. We're going to go on a trip somewhere. I think you'll like it.
Okay. Is Mom and Dad gonna be there?
And I sit next to him and I just snuggle him close.
Yeah.
And go, honey, I gotta tell you something. Mom and Dad won't be coming with us. Do you know? Well, I don't think there's an easy way to say it, sweetie, but Mom and Dad died.
And he gets very quiet and still. And he says, after a little bit of silence, he says, I hope that wasn't what happened, but I know Grandma told me that sometimes people in our family are going to die and we'd have to move on. I don't want to, but I guess we have to.
We do, but moving on doesn't mean you can't remember them. You can remember them. You can remember all the fun things and the happy things, you know? And in a way, that means when you move on, they go with you.
Are you gonna go with me?
Of course I am.
Okay. Is that weird guy that was with Uncle Lele going with us too?
I don't know. We're just gonna try and deal with one thing at a time. I don't know, but I'll go with you. And you know that me and your other uncles and aunts love you so much. And so do Grandma and Grandpa. And what would they call what was his name?
Caleb.
Yeah. Papa Caleb, or
I think that
cute.
let's go with Pow Pow.
Oh,
Pow
that's
Pow?
really
Okay.
cute.
No.
you and Grandma and Grandpa and Pow Pow. I mean, they love you so much. You're not alone, okay? I miss your mom and dad too. I miss your brother and sister too. You know, but you're gonna carry them here. And I put my hand on his heart.
Ugh. Oh, you're breaking mine, Michelle. And I think we'll fade away as he just like hugs you tight and tries to deal with everything that he's just learned.
Yeah. And if he needs to cry, just let him cry.
Yeah.
Just stroke his head.
Yeah.
Poor baby.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm going to give you this information for free. It's pretty easy to deduce that when he talked about the weird guy that was with Uncle Lele, you know it's the Gola.
It's obviously.
And so I'm actually go ahead and do an understand roll.
Okay.
And absolutely your deductive reasoning.
And truth, I'm guessing.
Yeah, probably truth.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I get 2 successes.
Okay.
And one was a 19.
Oh,
Your dice are trying to. This is gonna stop.
But the other one was a 4, which is under my understand. So,
Oh, great. Okay,
yeah.
so that's 2 successes. Great. So, yeah, you start to put all of the pieces together in your mind. Not the details of the rescue,
Right.
but I think the fact that when Helenus took off running, he and the Gola rescued Artie, and I think you also look around the room and you start to notice those little like Sherlock Holmes moments of little little clues around the room, and smells, and you put together that the Gola is almost, you would bet money on the fact that the Gola is here on the ship with you.
In the room, I didn't let you go in.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
You can't go in here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you reflect back on that and you're like, that's why
You're like,
that's why Helenus told us not to go in that room, because Helenus is hiding secret dead boyfriend. Yeah.
For him, that's his
well,
room.
see, I still don't know about the boyfriend part.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just know Gola.
Yes. Helenus is hiding weird, dangerous Gola assassin who tried to kill you. Yeah.
Helenus loves his dead gay Gola.
Yeah.
This is my dead gay Gola. Doesn't everyone have one?
Oh my god. Okay. I want to cut over to Iser. And as you reach the crate where you had Simon
Yeah.
chilling. Yeah. And like, does he hear you approaching? Can he see you approaching, or is he just like in a box in?
I mean,
Is this like when you open the trunk of the car and the guy tied up is inside?
yeah, it's like that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
definitely like that. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know if he could hear me like approaching
Yeah,
the thing,
yeah.
but when I open the door, he
Yeah.
can see
Okay.
and all that.
Hi, sir. I assume it's time for me to die.
Not quite.
Oh,
You get to go on a little adventure.
oh, how delightful!
Well, come on.
Terrifying.
I can't move. He says as he's like
Yeah.
holds up his like restrained wrist and his
I'd turn off the thing.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'd grab him by the arm,
Yeah.
the upper arm, and be like,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the observation deck of a guild highliner?
I haven't.
We're going to get to go see it.
Oh, and this will be my final resting place, I assume. It's a weird selection. Won't
Orbital
people
mechanics
notice?
are very strange, so final resting place is nebulous.
I don't know what that means.
Of course you don't. Come along.
What a conversation.
Like, I know you've already cast them, but in my head, I'm just imagining Wallace Shawn and Princess Bride.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
It would have been Wallace Shawn if we had done this like 20 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. It is, yeah. But yes, for those who don't know, or don't remember, the face casting was Murray from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
But yeah. And he comes along with you, and like you shove him in the pod. Are you gonna take him over there, or are you just gonna like set it and like?
I'm sure
Yeah.
it's got a return
Oh, yeah,
function.
it does.
Yeah, I'll just hit
Yeah.
that. And
Yeah. So this is goodbye then.
It is.
Hmm.
It's been fun.
Well, at least I have a sporting chance.
Sure.
If I can figure out how to get myself out of restraints and figure out how to operate this thing. And
You have every chance in the world to figure out how to make a highliner go.
yeah, like,
Oh my god.
and for like the third time today, you have made this man speechless.
And I think that's when I push the
Yeah.
button.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
the
yeah.
door's Irish shut.
Yeah, and we see him like as the pod starts to move away and back towards the observation deck, and you see him, and he's just like staring at the door, just kind of dumbfounded for a few minutes, and then starts to frantically like try and like figure out how to get out of his restraints.
Bang them against everything.
Yeah.
As soon as it departs, I
Yeah.
hit the intercom button to the bridge and say,
Oh, mhm.
if you'd be so kind, Captain.
Yes, sir. Departing now. There's still no signal from the Highliner.
I'm sure that our friends that are there with you give you clearance to go.
Yes, sir, they do, and you feel the ship start to move. What? So Cassandra and Helenus.
Helenus
Yeah.
takes Cassandra to a door that's just
Uh-huh.
every other stateroom in this place,
Yeah.
opens it, and presents, without commentary, very fucked up Delphina.
Yeah. She's kind of laying on her side on the bed. You can see like her. She's laying on her right side, so the left side of her face, which is so swollen that the eye is swollen shut, just black and purple and yellow with bruises, but she's just kind of laying on her side and just sort of like trying to breathe.
When did this happen?
I don't know.
Is she alive?
She's alive, obviously.
Cassandra gives him a look of like, this is not the time for that tone.
Oh, siblings. So much fun.
Cassandra rushes over to Delphina, kind of does a physical inventory. Like, yeah, she's
Mhm.
not medically trained, but
Yeah.
Prana Bindu training at least kind of gives her an idea of like, are
Yeah.
things moving how they're supposed to be
Yeah.
moving? Hey, that rib should be sticking out that
Yeah.
way.
Your
Yeah.
lungs sound a little wet.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Yeah, and you can tell all of that. Like she definitely has a punctured lung. She has broken ribs. She has you can see from the bruises along her midriff that she has been beaten quite severely. She might even have internal damage from it. And you can see other aspects of more subtle torture. Like you can see needle marks
Mm.
and places where her head was shaved, or like, you know, splotches on her head shaved, or like for like electrodes or something like that were probably placed. So yeah, she is in very, very bad shape. And I think even without the medical training, your Prana Bindu training is enough to realize, like, if she doesn't get medical attention soon, she is going to die.
I want to try to talk to her,
Mhm.
and this is gonna be a like super crash course, and like try to talk her through some basic Prana Bindu exercises to like help her breathe better, slow her heart rate, like just try to stabilize her.
Yeah.
You mean just saying, stay here, don't die, isn't enough?
Right.
Because that's basically what he did.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Couldn't even wrap the blanket tighter to
Yeah.
staunch the wounds.
Full body tourniquet, that works.
Okay, so I'm going to allow you to try this,
Okay,
but I am going to say this is a difficulty 4 roll.
sure.
She is in really bad shape, and it's questionable whether she'll be able to do anything for herself at all.
Right, cool.
Yeah.
Understandable.
But you can try.
Okay.
A difficult moment to teach.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
If you spend only one momentum, I can possibly help you later with the other
Then
two.
let's spend one momentum.
Okay.
And
That
I'm
leaves you
assuming
down to 2
Yep,
left.
that's
gonna
what I
be,
need to do my thing if
yeah.
needed.
Yeah.
Or we give you a threat, which I don't want to do
Yeah.
today.
right. No.
Oh, I have actually plenty of threat right now.
Yeah, you sure do.
Thank God.
Yeah.
All right, so it's gonna be communicate.
Yes, communicate.
No, none of my communicate things are gonna help me here. And let's go. I'm gonna go with duty on
Mhm.
this.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be 15 or not. 15 or lower. 15 or lower. 15 or lower. Oh my
Oh
god!
my God!
You did it?
You don't need me. You're good. The best roll I think Joey's had the entire game.
2 2s and a 4, baby.
Wow.
That's
Oh,
only
man.
3 successes though.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Really?
Unless
Oh yeah, because
unless you'll let
Well-
secret language count for some reason.
no,
Charm?
no,
Bedside manner?
no.
Is there a way that I can help?
Is the Pranabindu is not a focus, right?
Yeah.
It's a trait.
It's a skill.
Yeah. In most situations, I would say charm could be applicable, but in this case, like, it doesn't matter how you say it so much as like, whether like saying the right things is just enough to get her to do it. It's not enough to like. It doesn't matter if you put some charm on it.
I have a very late addition that I want to pitch,
Okay.
which is that Helenus, though he is not obviously a Bene Gesserit, that's what she's here for. He does have very acute body control. That is one of my move focuses.
Uh-huh.
And using that to just like kind of yes and Cassandra in a like, okay, but she's not a Bene Gesserit, so let's also try it this way.
Yeah, yeah. I will say you have been injured many, many times.
So many times.
So many times. I will allow you a single die as a help action, and but I will. What is it? Discipline is your move.
I also have composure under discipline, so we can go either way.
Yeah. I think it's really more about discipline or communicate, and I
It's
imagine
not communicate.
You're not going to want to
My
communicate.
First one.
So yeah.
I do have composure.
Yeah. But and I think it should be duty as well.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah. So just need one.
And I got one.
Yeah. You did.
You saved Vina.
At least for now.
Right.
Yes. So you're guiding her through this. Helenus, you are sort of like feeling for internal injuries, and you place your hands at a certain point, and you feel this like this like sort of distension where there shouldn't be one, and you just kind of put some pressure on there that seems to give her a little bit of a jolt of adrenaline, as she like feels the pain of it, but also it relieves something that's going on in there, and I think maybe you call her Fina as like some sort of like hold on or something like that.
Yeah.
And
The thing is, he's always wanted a closer relationship with
Yeah.
her, and this is like the most vulnerable she's ever been in his presence. So
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
a little bit the little brother.
yeah, and I think and like so she's been a little unresponsive to Cassandra. Like you can tell, like she's hearing you, she understands what you're telling her, but she just can't quite push through it. And
She was always rather dull.
She's dying.
And it's her fault.
Sure, you're right.
Be smarter.
that's victim blaming.
In this family, exactly like
yeah.
like mom.
Right, yeah. But she's trying, but you can tell like she's just not quite getting there. She just doesn't quite have the energy or the discipline to do the things you're telling her to do. And then Helenus gives her that relief and says, "Hold on, Fina." And you see that flash of that usual fire in her eyes, and she just kind of croaks out, "Don't call me that." And she, and you see her, like, it's just enough to give her the strength to start doing what you do. And you see her body just kind of shift a little bit. Her torso just kind of shifts, she is able to take in a little bit more of a breath, and you've bought her a little more time. Yeah. And that's when you feel the ship start to move. And Pyrrha, you are there with Artie as well when the ship starts to move, so you can choose if you want to do anything else with that. I don't want to like trap you there, like like he can fall back asleep if you want to like be out and doing stuff. So,
I'm probably gonna let him fall back asleep.
Yeah.
And then I'll go out and just make sure everybody's all right.
Yeah. I think maybe if it's all right, I'm getting a little rowdy, but that's I don't mind. Is it okay if Cassandra and Helenus come out of Pyrrha's room or Delphina's room right as Pyrrha appears and sees what's inside?
Okay,
I'm down with it.
Is that all right with everybody? So,
Also, we her blood's got to be like on Helenus' hands at this point. Like they look like they've been doing stuff.
Yeah. And so you see Helenus with bloody hands and Cassandra come out of one of the staterooms, and you look inside and you see what must be Pyrrha.
No, other way.
Delphina. God, I keep doing that.
I'm sure our parents do it too. It's fine.
Yeah, right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You see Delphina laying on the bed, badly beaten.
Oh my God, what happened?
We don't know yet.
I have some guesses.
Does it have to do with what's in that other room?
And he very rarely looks shocked at Pyrrha. And he fully like quirks an eyebrow, like, oh, someone's gotten clever. Doesn't say anything, but he certainly gives you like the most brotherly, how dare you air my business in public look I think he's ever given you, ever.
Because you haven't told Cassandra that Palladus is in the other room
Not
either.
told me.
Yeah.
But I know.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Don't go in this room.
Okay.
Secret dead boyfriend. Okay.
The occupant of that room is the reason why we have our nephew and our sister back.
I figured that too.
Is the occupant of that room locked from the outside?
No, because he came willing.
What he did? It's true.
Technically true?
Technically true.
So what's the story?
You saw him. You were there.
What's the plan? I mean,
He led me to them. Does that not buy him a reprieve? He betrayed our enemies for the sake of our family.
for the sake of you.
And I am House Lykos, am I not?
I wouldn't say otherwise. But it would be ill-advised to say that he's loyal to the family when he's loyal only to you. And we know not where that loyalty stems from and how long that loyalty will last. We have many knives at our throat. Adding one more could complicate things.
He did not need to give us back our family.
To reiterate what Cassandra said, he did not need to give you back your family. He has no loyalty to the rest of us.
And should he raise a blade against any of you, I will deal with it. We have a snake in our midst, and it is not a Gola.
I'm sorry.
No, you're right. He has more sense than our new ward. He has more sense and care than the Spymaster of a rival house. And he cares more for my future than other people within our family. And if I care for our future, what is the harm in seeing what he wants?
I'm not saying we put him out an airlock. I'm just saying we need to be cautious.
Which is why I've kept him apart. And should he be useful for something, we will revisit the circumstance.
Can he be traced? Will he unintentionally, lead our enemies to us?
I don't know, but we did cut many of them down in the process of getting here.
Yes, but more seem to spawn every time we do. That would be my first question to find out. Can he be traced?
Then I will ask, and you may join me if it would assuage your hesitation.
And she puts a hand on Helenus' shoulder and says with earnest, I'm not trying to be callous.
I know.
We have risked so much to get this far, and so far fate has been on our side.
Work has been on our side.
I just don't need a well-intentioned mishap to stop us when we are so close.
I know.
So we will redouble our efforts. Dot all the I's, cross all the T's, and make sure before we move forward that everyone moving forward with us can be trusted, whether or not they mean to do us any harm.
Fine.
I'm nervous, and I will tell you why. Revis won my trust by saving my life, by protecting my family, only to betray it.
Revis did not kill his kin. Revis did not kill his makers to save you. He put on a good show of killing people that he did not care for.
I understand that, but does this guy really care for his makers?
He cares about someone. And within that, there is a level of honesty in which he says someone, and you can see clearly that it isn't him.
Kira, I want you to make an understand roll. Your deductive reasoning does count.
Okay.
It is going to be difficult. It's a difficulty 3, and I'm going to spend a threat to make it a difficulty 4.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Spend that
Yeah,
momentum.
you can handle it. You've been getting 4 successes all the time.
Spend that momentum. Spend it.
Yeah, you can spend momentum. if
Yeah,
you
I'll
want.
spend a
Yeah.
momentum.
Yeah, okay.
Momentum gives me an extra die, correct?
Mhm.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
then, I guess truth?
Yeah, yeah.
No successes.
None.
None, no
Oh.
20s.
If it's something that
Oh,
isn't
successes.
opposed to me, I do have an ability that I don't use often enough, and I'm gonna end up giving you threat to use it. But I can actually allow you to re-roll your entire dice pool
Ooh.
if I give you 2 threat and use my bolster ability.
Uh-huh. I let me put it this way. How much do you want to know the truth right now?
Helenus genuinely wants to do what, specifically Cassandra, but Pierre as well, is asking of him, which is to make sure that we are safe.
So even if it's a hard truth,
Yeah.
if it affects your safety, you would rather know?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you can use that.
Yeah. And if you want to use my discipline, it is a 7, and you can use it for this roll instead.
It's my truth's a 7
Great.
as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ah, 0 successes to 4. You think back to that night and when you were attacked and when you saw Palladus throw the knife at you and Revis stood in front of it, took the knife, and using your mind palace, you kind of take yourself back to that, and you hear Helenus say he loves someone, he cares about someone, and you catch just that slight flicker as you take yourself back to that moment when the knife hit Revis, and your eyes also noticed the wincing of regret and sadness in Palladus's face. It's Revis, it's Cordero that he cares about.
Mm. Mm.
So
I just kind of grab Helenus's shoulder, and you see my eyes flicker for a moment with the mind palace thing, the whole Mentat calculations. And I go, I know who he cares for. And you're not gonna like it.
and I think we'll cut away there. And we're going to cut back to the tower, back on Kaitane. And we hear, actually we don't hear, we see these black booted feet, 3 pairs of them, silently walking around a room. There's a flashing red light that on a device that they're holding that is flashing faster and faster. And you hear doors swishing open and slices of blades as someone is cut down. And then we see the doors open on this room, and the body of Dr. Abram falls inside, a massive slice across the front of her chest. And her hollow, dead eyes stare up at the ceiling as these 3 pairs of boots step over her. And the flashing light on their device is almost solid. It's almost just flickering now because the red is flashing so fast. And they go to the drawers, and we see that it's in the morgue, and they pull open the drawer, and we see that same flashing on the thigh of the face dancer that had been stored there. Yeah. And we have the answer to the question, can he be tracked?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And we see the ship fly out of the front of the Highliner. And as it clears the front and turns toward the moon, is that when it's time?
I want to get to a window.
Okay.
You wanna see it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, I mean,
Yeah.
it's been thousands of years
Yeah.
since a Highliner was destroyed,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and I get to do it.
Yeah.
Thrilling.
Good for you, Iser.
It's a little bit of an accomplishment.
Yeah,
A freaky, scary, slightly evil accomplishment, but it's
sure.
yeah.
But it's something that
It's-
should be observed.
Yes. Yeah.
But I would send a intership intercom
Yeah.
thing to like everyone should probably take a seat.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know the engineering works of a Highliner.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how much it will amplify
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
detonation. So I'll get somewhere where I can get to a window and hold on, and then pull out a Communinet device and
Yeah.
trigger the explosive.
Okay. And we flash back to the observation deck.
Yeah.
And as the pod connects, we see Simon Groose stumbles out, and he's gotten his restraints free.
Justin.
Yeah, just and but he's already at the observation deck, and he looks and he sees the tank of the spice melange, and he looks over and sees the two bodies slumped over the console. He runs over to them and realizes they're dead, and there is just this bright explosion all around as we see the look of resignation on his face as the fireball engulfs him. And from outside the Highliner, there is what seems like a small explosion at first. And then it begins to grow and grow and grow. And multiple ships begin caught up in the explosion and chaining from one to another. And from outside, as your ship flies towards Oros, you look back, Iser, and you see the center of the Highliner just crack in half. And once the back half of it, where all of the ships still were, just bursts into chunks, and this massive front side of the cylinder just starts to careen off slightly, and it's moving very quickly, but it's looks almost slow motion because of the size of it and the scale of where you're seeing this from your perspective. It's all moving very fast, but it's space, and that's very relative.
Mhm.
And this thing is huge, and you are tiny. And but the front half of the cylinder of this Highliner begins to careen and floating off away from this smoldering ruin of the back of the Highliner that explodes, and then almost instantly all of the fires go out, leaving just this shattered husk of a debris field. And that's where we'll end tonight.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We faced it and did not resist. The storm passed over and around us. It is gone, but we remain. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for this episode of Dune, Apostates of Dune, our Dune Adventures in the Imperium actual play here on Happy Jacks Network. Thank you to our audience. We love having you here, and we hope you're enjoying it. We hope you're having fun watching us or listening to us, whether it's now, later, or...
Nope.
Nah, damn it. I know. I
So
didn't even...
close.
Oh, it's so
Almost
close.
made it.
Whether it's now, later, or in the past, because you're clairvoyant, we're just glad you're here, however you're watching or listening. Thank you to our chat mods, James V, for their hard work, keeping our chat safe so we can broadcast this live and have people in the chat interacting and know that they're in a good environment. We really appreciate that. Thank you to our amazing Patreons who keep us ad-free and independent. It's because of you. All right. It's because of you that we're able to play games we enjoy without worrying about publishing companies or system popularity. You can join their heroic ranks at happyjacks.org/Patreon. And the minimum amount of donation gets you access to all of our Patreon things. We put our talkback episodes on there. We just last night recorded the post talkback episode for Astral Circus. Yeah, we had our finale last night. It was really fantastic, wonderful experience. 56 sessions of that show. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wild.
Yeah, longest running Happy Jacks.
I started, ended, and we're getting to the end of this show in the span of Astral Circus running.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think
I think it started in the middle of another, so it's been like almost 2 whole shows.
It started before Road to Nowhere started.
I think it was in Nausritter when it started.
Yeah. So I think you specifically, Kai, have done like 3 different shows since Astral
just here on Happy Jacks,
Yeah, just on Happy Jacks, yeah. Yeah, I mean 3 different shows for Kai is just, Tuesday.
Yeah.
But yes, that'll be posted soon, and other things that we have there. You also get can't do it. I don't know why I cannot
show
get
ends
to the outro.
And immediately the yawning
immediately,
begins.
yeah. It's like my body is like
immediate adrenaline dump.
Yeah.
Like,
now go to bed.
Yeah.
No.
No, now drive home and go to bed. But also we have a compendium for this game where I keep kind of all of the game information as well as like some of our I share some of our resources, some of our notes from our meta of session 0, and eventually we'll have eventually we'll have like once the show is over, I'll post all of my like background GM notes too. So those are so you can get to take a peek at those if you want. And then also written show synopsis of each episode is on there. So you get access to that Google Doc if you're a Patreon. So we know not everybody can give, and that's okay. We're just glad you're here, whether you can do a Patreon or not. But if you can, every bit helps to keep our studio running and keep us putting forth this quality. So, crew, let's start over here.
Very good. I expected you this time. I was prepared. Hi, everybody. I am just coming back to life. The Renaissance Pleasure Fair is over, so this weekend was the first weekend that I didn't have to go do that. And it was delightful. It's funny, because I'll get to February next year and I'll be like, oh man, I can't wait for fair to start again.
Yeah,
At the end of fair, I'm always like, oh, thank God. It's bizarre. It really is. But aside from that, I have a couple of things I want to get back into doing, but I actually did a little writing on my RPG.
Oh,
nice.
Because somebody at Netflix lives in my brain and just put out a show.
Yeah.
So, I see you. Get out of my mind, Netflix. But I want to make it a thing. I'm trying to make it a thing, and it'll hopefully go somewhere. So, we'll see.
Great. Thank you.
Hi. You can find me on the socials at Michulu. That's Michulhu. You can also find me on YouTube or your favorite podcast platform on Portents of Fear. It is a horror fiction channel, and we would love to have you join us. Come take a listen.
Hi everyone, I'm still Kai, haunting the walls here at Happy Jacks RPG. You can find me everywhere as its television address. I'm a TTRPG performer, game designer, and all-around menace. I am taking a brief hiatus from my personal streaming, even though I absolutely love doing it. I miss it already, because I'm moving. So the only place you can find me right now is here on Happy Jacks RPG and over on Transplanar RPG. Which is my other home, which is an all-transgender, people of color-led dark fantasy actual play series set in a non-colonial, anti-orientalist multiverse where we are sprinting to the end of our 4th arc, where we have been playing Force of Extinction and having a really good time about it, doing sad cowboy apocalyptic western stuff, all in shades of Kai really likes solar punk and putting as many Japanese inspirations as possible in something. So. Nice. It's been a really good time. It's going to be a really emotional finale. We've had just some of the most incredible performances this arc. So we are racing to the end, but it is worth it to catch up and enjoy the journey with us. And then outside of that, I'll be here. And I will be resuming my streaming in June when I move. Haha.
Hey everybody, I am still Joey. You can find me on all the socials at Feywild85, FEYWILDE85. This was the first weekend like Dave, right? Nothing to do. So of course the body said, fuck you, you're gonna get sick.
Theater kid.
That part.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm here. We're fine, we're great. Nothing upcoming, so I'm spending this time hopefully unpacking our apartment and prepping for a couple auditions that are coming up in the fall, so fingers crossed, and I'll keep you posted on that and all the other good stuff that happens in the meantime.
Great. As soon as
Right
you
back
come
to you.
back to me,
Right back to you.
immediately back to me, and I yawn again. Damn it.
This is Adam.
Yeah, right? It was one of my other games. I think it was Trinity's Wake, mage campaign that I did here. I think that one I also could not get through the intro without yawning a dozen times. So, but yes, hi everybody. I'm Adam. I am your GM for this game, and you can find me on social at Hoobuk, HOOBUK. Mostly it's Instagram, and right now I don't have the energy to do a lot more than just share memes to hopefully inspire and instruct you on how to resist and overthrow the Imperium. Because fascists are not welcome, and it's time to kick them out. So that's mostly where you can find me. Sometimes there's pictures of my cats and my art on there as well. And let's see. With Astral Circus done, this is now my only streaming game right now. So also a little quiet on my front. But I do want to say, so we talked a little behind the scenes, and we've basically got, we think, 2 more episodes left of this show. So we're coming really close to the end, and we're gonna wrap things up very soon. There's a lot that's gonna happen because there's some really big consequences for some really big actions.
What? Consequences?
Yeah. So when you destroy something that hasn't been destroyed in several thousand years, you get a reaction.
It is going to happen to House Lykos.
Yeah. yeah. We'll see. Yeah.
And as promised, I did bring us a fall guy, even if I had other thoughts about it.
That's right. Yeah. So big things are coming. We'll see what happens. And but stick with us. We're coming up on wrapping up the end, but we have a lot of horrible things for these characters to both go through and sometimes perform. So thank you, everybody. Join us next week, next Monday, 7 p.m. Central, or Central.
Whoa,
What?
Central.
7 p.m. Pacific. Forgot where I lived for a second. So 7 p.m. Pacific on Mondays. Next Monday, if you want to catch up on past episodes, go to happyjacks.org/Apostates of Dune. And if you want to find all of the other APs on the Happy Jacks network, visit happyjacks.org. And until then, I will be yawning, and I will see you next week. Bye.
Bye, everybody.